Hey guys, Fawkes1989. I know I haven't put a lot of videos up recently, and hopefully this one will help make it up for that slightly. The truth of the matter is right now I'm currently working 2 jobs, which I have to work roughly 8 hours a day per job. Not like per job, like 2 8-hour shifts a day, but I'm working at least 1 8-hour shift every day, like literally 7 days a week. And sometimes I do have to work both days at once. So I haven't had a lot of time to record. Hopefully this will make it up, because what I'm going to be doing today is Will You Press the Button with Being Boozled challenge. Now, unfortunately, I have actually opened it and tried it out already. I've tried out a couple of them. I haven't tried all of them. All I know is that when you open this container, the smell is horrendous, and honestly, that kind of ruins most of it for me. Now, this here is the 4th edition with 2 new flavors. So in addition to the standard, like the butter popcorn rotten egg, peach and barf, juicy pear booger, aside from the regular ones, there's also a white one that's either spoiled milk or coconut, or a kind of brownish one with red spots that's either strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. Actually, it looks an awful lot like the barf or peach one. So here's how this little device here works: is I pop it open, and basically I bring it up and push down, and apparently selects a bean. This time it did 2. So here's how this is going to work. I am going to attempt to choose whichever answer I feel is going to be the most selected answer. If I happen to select wrong, then I will have to eat one of the beans. I have a nice strong glass here of iced tea. That way I can wash down any unpleasant flavors before they hopefully make me barf. To be fair, I'm very, very tough when it comes to things, and I'm probably not going to do that too often, but who knows? It's nice to have a backup. I'm pretty sure Markiplier did almost this exact thing, but I just couldn't think of anything else that I can really do by myself that the Bean Boozled challenge would work really well for. So hopefully this will work out. And if you guys are interested, I can always do something else like this. Just let me know. So as of right now, I'm going to do, let's say, 20 questions and see how that works. Now let's do 10 for now, just in case I happen to get wrong every single one. I have to eat a bean every time, because I'm not sure if I can handle that. Alright, so you get $10 million, but you become blind and deaf. Now, with $10 million, you could easily invest money into making your life as someone who's blind and deaf easier. Now, if you're blind and deaf, that means you can't rely on your sound to help you get around when you're blind, or vice versa. So it'd be incredibly hard. You'd practically be unable to work ever again. I wouldn't do that. So 76 did not. That's a pretty good question. Okay. You are as popular as Mickey Mouse, but you make only because you make horrible music. So in other words, you're 90% of recording artists out there currently. I'm not a big fan of modern music, so I wouldn't. What's the point of being popular if you're popular for a bad reason? Okay, you become a magical girl with amazingly cutesy weapon and magical powers, but you must spend your nights protecting your town from the forces of evil. That depends on what the definition of magical girl is. Like, do I actually transform into a magical girl, like full-on anime, like change gender and everything, or do I just dress up in a girly outfit with girly weapon and powers? Like, am I going to be like, what's his name from Is This a Zombie, when he dresses up as a magical girl, or... Like, I'm curious as to what that would be. I'm presuming that means that it's full cross-dressing, that I stay myself but gain the powers. To be fair, that would still be pretty awesome, and I would push that button. Let's see. A starving third world country no longer has severe problems, such as hunger, disease, etc., and becomes a developed nation. But all people within 2 other third world countries with the same problems die. So saving one country to kill off two. Now, if it was the other way around, that would be plausible. Not necessarily saying I would do it, but to save one country, regardless of its size, to kill off two, or killing off two countries to save one, is just it's negative, no matter how you look at it. Any one Pokemon you choose becomes real, but you do not have enough badges to train it. So any one Pokemon. So you could choose a Pokemon that is, whether you train or not, is just beneficial to mankind. So you wouldn't want to choose anything that's overly destructive. Something like a Chansey, or a Blissey that just lives to help people would be beneficial. I'd push that button. Ooh, that was a close one. 54 to 46. You can influence anyone's feelings towards you, but the feelings will be irreversible. Ooh, that's interesting. Because if you can influence people's feelings, that means that you might start doing it subconsciously or without paying attention, which means you might accidentally do something you don't want to do, and if it's irreversible, then you're stuck with that. You might accidentally make somebody hate you. It might be like this guy comes up and goes, I really don't want to talk to this guy right now, and you might mentally just make him hate you and never want to talk to you again. And like you could want to talk to him again, and all of a sudden you can't now because I wouldn't do that. All right. Let's see what we get here. Oh, geez, I got two. I got Tutti Frutti and Stinky Socks, or Lime and Lawn Clipping. So I'm going to go ahead and do the worst of the two. The Tutti Frutti and Stinky Socks. These things have no smell whatsoever. I don't know why the inside of this thing smells so horrible. Here you go. Definitely Tutti Frutti. That's actually really good. Good. You gain 5 superpowers of your choosing, but 3 of your most hated enemies will gain 2 superpowers of their choosing and will team up to kill you. That depends on how specific you can get with choosing your own superpowers, because honestly, I can choose one and that wouldn't be anything whatsoever. Because I've always said that if I could ever magically get a superpower, I would want it to be psychokinesis to a molecular level. Like, if I could do that, you would basically gain every superpower in existence. Because imagine, you can harden the air into a wall. You could literally gather hydrogen and oxygen in your hand to create water. You can literally just gather flammable gases and ignite them by ramming 2 molecules together to create fire in your hand. You'd be virtually untouchable. So, assuming that I could choose that as one of the powers, that would literally be the only power I'd need, and I would still be virtually unstoppable. So, it doesn't matter how many people teamed up to try to kill me, it wouldn't work. So, I would say yes. One moment, please. Sorry about that, guys. I had to set something up for my father who's coming to pick something up, and I'd forgotten. So I had to go do that and wait for him to come pick it up. And I'm out of breath because I just ran up 3 flights of stairs, 2 stairs at a time. So, okay, so you get married to whoever you want, but anything you touch burns, even the earth. Right away, I can tell you that's a bad idea. I mean, just standing on the earth. I don't know if it means that, it'd be like the second you take a step, that footstep is scorched into the earth. Or if it simply means that, if you were to simply just touch the earth, the entire thing just erupts into flame, and which means you'd kill everything anyways. So that's a really bad idea. You make $800K a year, but you have to work in McDonald's cash register for the rest of your life. For $800K a year, that's a pretty freaking easy job. I've worked fast food before. I would do that in an instant. The Leafs win the cup, but every hockey fan grows a beard. By Leafs, I suppose we're talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here's a fun fact. I grew up just outside Ottawa. I'm a Senators fan. I don't want the Leafs to win. I want the Sens to win. So screw that. I love the answers. You will become rich, happy, and famous. But the paparazzi will literally follow you around all the time, be taking photos of every single second and posting them where all the world can see them. Well, rich and happy, of course, are cool. Famous, I don't really care about being famous. But, to be fair, I've got really nothing to hide about my life. I mean, it means that they'll be able to see me taking a crap. Or just taking a whiz or something. Or assuming if I'm married, marital relations. But oh well. If I'm rich and happy, chances are my family would be too. So, and if I'm also rich, I could try paying off the paparazzi. I'd push that. Wow, 50-50. So, I guess it's 50-50. I guess I'll just go ahead and eat a bean. So this is that lawn clippings or lime one that was still sitting there from last time. That's lime. It's actually really good. You can stop time and watch as much television as you want. Stop time to watch as much. I mean, you can't stop time for any other reason. All scenes with your favorite character will have a poorly photoshopped version of a troll meme's face on that character's face. Where is the negative to that? That would be amazing. Really? Cool. Ooh. I believe this one is Juicy Pear Barf. It's too, I think it's too light to be the lawn clippings one again. Sorry, Juicy Pear Booger. Now, I have actually got a booger one already, and it's not really that bad. It's just kind of gritty. I mean, it's not pleasant, but it's not bad. Yep, nice booger. It actually tastes a lot like sand, to be honest. So you can do whatever you want without getting in trouble. But the next person who presses this button will hunt you down and kill you. So that also means that if I push the button, I am required to hunt down the last person who pressed the button and kill them. And they could be waiting armed to the fucking teeth. However, it says they will hunt you down and kill you, meaning that no matter how hard you fight, they will eventually kill you. I wouldn't. You have the fastest internet connection in the world, but it only works with Internet Explorer. So it says it only works with Internet Explorer. I guess that means you can't use it for gaming or anything of the sort either. You can only use it to browse things using Internet Explorer, which I would not do. Really? Okay, well, I got a booger one and a spoiled milk one. I'm going to put the booger one back down there because I just had one of those. I really don't want to do the spoiled milk one. I had a really bad experience with spoiled milk. I mean, it could be coconut. Coconut's good. But I got a really bad thing with spoiled milk. I can't even drink milk, like white milk, without pouring it into a glass first and smelling it to ensure that it's not rotten. Even it could literally be a fresh jug that I just opened, and whose due date is not for like another 2 weeks, and I have to. It's a fear at this point. Oh. Oh. Mother Lord of Hell, no. Be right back. Double chocolate fudge cookie. Oh my god. Things with the cookie I can't even taste anymore, but just the feel of it. Oh, my shirt's all wet because when I went to take a drink of the chocolate milk, it got a really strong burst of flavor, and I almost threw up right then and there. Oh, I can smell it in my hand. I'll go wash my hand. I'll be right back. I mean, that was really, really bad. Ugh. Okay, you receive $10 million. You have to eat trash for 3 days straight. No. That'd most likely end up killing you. Really? Alright, here we go again. No, go away, boogers. I already had you. I am not doing you again. Okay, so chocolate pudding or canned dog food? That is canned dog food. It is not horrible, but it is not pleasant. It kind of fades in and out between kind of meaty, but like clearly not real meat, and just kind of unpleasant flavor that's not really bad. Cookie's good though. I'm going to do 5 more. Your waifu will exist and love you. They can appear anywhere in the world and you have to find them. Okay, so now actually I think Markiplier got this exact question before. Here's my thoughts. Now, I don't really have a waifu particularly. I mean, there's plenty of female anime characters that I would love to exist and be friends with. But I don't have any character that I clearly claim as my waifu. If I did, however, just that fact that they exist would be immediately reason enough to push the button. Now that being said, it says your wife will exist and love you, meaning that from the moment they brought into this world, they know of your existence and they want you. Meaning that they will attempt to find you just as much as you find them. And that means they will turn down every single person, like, who might know them, who would want to attempt to, ask them out or anything, or even just get to them. They would immediately turn down in favor of finding you. So in the end, that would be totally worth it. So, 4 more. You can be Batman, but you can never have sex with anyone ever again. So in other words, you could be Batman. I don't care about Batman, to be fair. You get to become Spider-Man, but your uncle dies. I thought that was just a requirement. Yeah, to be fair, I've got multiple uncles. You become immortal, but you can decide when you die. But you have to fight in every war known to man all over, and you feel pain. So you can't actually die unless you will yourself to, but you still feel pain. That's actually pretty standard amongst immortality. And you have to fight in every war known to man. Do you get to choose what side you're on? That's the question. Or do you just get to go out there guns a-blazing and just fight everybody on both sides? You're your own one-man army. Because theoretically, you would be unstoppable. I mean, you would hurt a lot, but you can't die. And let's say you find true love and you want to die with him, you can, so that it eliminates the main negative of being immortal. I'd do that. Three more. You will be able to make a sequel out of any one movie of your choosing, but that sequel would be pointless. So you'll get to make a sequel. Sure, why not? Really? I mean, to be fair, most sequels are pointless. Ew. It doesn't have any speckles on it. Oh, it's got a couple on this side here. So it's either peach or barf, or strawberry banana smoothie, and dead fish. Yeah. That's strawberry banana smoothie, and it's actually quite good. 2 more. You gain 100 Reddit gold, but you are not allowed to post anymore. I don't know anything about Reddit. I've never been on Reddit. I don't know what Reddit gold is or does. And I don't post on it, so if I just got 100 Reddit gold, which allowed me to do something cool with it, but I'm not allowed to post, well, I don't anyway, so that wouldn't bug me. Why not? Here we go again. Okay, well, you look like you're the one I just had, so you're going to go back down. This one is not bad in any way. This is toothpaste or berry blue. It's toothpaste. Toothpaste is good. I mean, it's literally just like if you eat a little bit of Crest or Colgate. The perfect MMO is created for free, but the server is Brazilian and 90% of the players are Brazilian. First off, you'd be surprised how many people in Brazil can actually speak very good English. I know several people in Brazil. And to play the perfect MMO, that's still worth it. And to be fair, I've played on Chinese and Japanese servers before, and Korean servers. So there's really not a negative to that. I mean, connection wouldn't be optimal, but it wouldn't be bad. Last one. You could sleep with anyone you want without your significant other, wrong your by the way, finding out or caring, but you will make minimum wage for the rest of your life. Once again, wrong your. That's a regardless no. Well, I mean, it depends on what your spouse does. Now, personally, I don't have a spouse. So making minimum wage for the rest of my life would be negative. Now, they don't say how many jobs you can work, so you can work multiple jobs at minimum wage, which more or less would be enough to get you through most things. And once you do have a spouse, you'll have their paycheck too, presuming they work. So that would be okay. However, I still wouldn't push the button. So there you go. That was the Being Boozled challenge. Got a couple bad ones, couple good ones, and one that just wrecked me thoroughly. So I do have to cut out the part where I was away from the computer because of my father, but I'm not going to cut out the point where I nearly threw up, because that's the whole point of the challenge. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I do have quite a few beans left in here. I'd say about half a container. So if you guys want more, let me know. Give me an idea of what I could do, and I will definitely try to get it done. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. This is Fawkes1989, signing off.